So the mantra for this chakra is Om. So in other words, we're going to be chanting Om, then Om. Certainly the tradition that I teach in, it's Om and Om. And the crown chakra, you might like to just feel around the crown of your head. It's where there's kind of like a small dip or even a bump there. And it's said to be the source of that from where we come from and that to which we will go. We kind of know maybe that in religious pictures of all kinds of different religions, we often see this kind of halo effect because this is considered to be the source of our spiritual center, portal to the divine, or the portal that connects us to our universal consciousness. So the crown chakra, or Saraswara, is about our belief systems. It's about our moral, ethical, and guiding principles. It's also about how we process information, and it's said to be developing throughout our lives. It also is the chakra which is said to help with meditation. And it also is very much connected to Muladhara, our root chakra, because in yogic philosophy, we cannot elevate our consciousness. We cannot come into our spiritual centers unless we also remain grounded with this connection with our physical body. So that kind of sense of the energy coming down as well as up is very important. What opposes this chakra is attachment. So that might be attachment to beliefs, to ideas, to our ego, to people, to situations, or even our attachment that we might have to our idea of our health and well-being. These are all attachments which, if we can, we need to challenge, because the idea is that we just accept the present moment exactly as it is without needing to change anything. When prana is weak in this chakra, a person may be cynical, spiritually numb, materialistic, stubborn, closed-minded, even fanatical or polarized. We're seeing a lot of that, of course, these days, with rigid belief systems, disconnected from their self, or they may have blind obedience. However, too much prana, too much energy may mean that somebody is over-intellectual, even a know-all. They may have spiritual addictions, obsessions. They may be very out of touch with their body, and they may be very disassociated. And clearly, to manifest anything, as I've just said, we need to be earthed. So when this chakra is in balance, we are perceptive, we have a good analysis of information, we're open and sensitive with a strong spiritual connection, connected to nature, we're curious, we want to learn, and we act from our own guidance rather than following external forces. And we also have this capacity to be able to meditate. So that just gives you some understanding of this chakra. So again, let's just become aware of our breath. You might like to take your hand now to your heart and your other hand on your belly. And just allow the breath to become slower through the nose, from the diaphragm, feeling the breath under the belly. So as we inhale, the belly slightly rises. As we exhale, the belly falls. So just being aware that we're coming out of any hyperventilation pattern, slowing the breath down. Feeling ourselves connect with the breath and the physical body. And then we can take our hands and place them around our rib cage. So the fingers are pointing forward, looking up at your screen if you're not sure. The thumbs around the back. And just as we inhale, we're feeling the ribs expand outwards slightly. As we exhale, the ribs come in again. So we're just using all of the lung area, because the lungs actually go into the back, seeing our body like a cylinder. So we're not just limiting the breath in the upper body. We're not breathing too deeply. The breath is gentle, but it's just that we might be breathing slower and a little lower down. And then take your hands and place them on the crown of the head, the tips of the fingers on the crown of the head. And we're going to chant as call and response, Om, Om. If you would like. If you don't want to chant, that's fine too. So I'll chant to you. You inhale as I chant, then you chant back to me. We'll do this 3 times. Om, Om. Om, Om. Om, Om. And then keep your eyes closed, drop your hands to your knees. And just sit quietly, not to your knees, to your thighs, and just sit quietly for a moment or two, just being aware of the effect of the mantra, feeling the vibration in the whole of the physical body. And just observing how you're feeling now, emotionally, physically, mentally, without making any judgment, just being curious as to how you are in this moment. And then when you're ready, open your eyes. And if you would like to, please come down to the mat. We're going to do a short relaxation before we begin to move. So you can either lie on the floor, or if it's more comfortable for you, you can lie on a sofa or a bed. You can even lie on your front. I know for some people that's easier for your breathing. And of course you can remain sitting on a chair if that's more comfortable for you too. But we're going to start in the classic posture known as Shavasana, the relaxation posture. So I advise that you have a cushion or a pad under your head to help the back of the neck to lengthen, and that you might like to start with the knees bent, because we're going to let the back relax fully before we stretch out the legs. So just make the connection of your back with whatever it is you're lying on. Just feel this sensation of the back on your support. And then you might like to have the arms a comfortable distance away from the body with the palms turned up. Or you might like to rest the palms of the hands on the belly. So just experiment with where it's comfortable for you to have your arms. And then gently roll your head from side to side just to release the neck, being aware of the weight of the head as you move it. Observing if it feels different on one side to the other. Just rolling it very slowly. And then centering the head, just tucking the chin slightly in towards the chest. You might even like to lift your tailbone and stretch your back down towards your heels. And then with your eyes closed, see if you can visualize your body on your support. Is your body straight? And visualize your spine like a plumb line, dividing the body in half. And see the right and left sides of the back just relaxing either side of that plumb line, connecting with your support. And then become aware of your exhalation. So just focus on a long, smooth out breath. So you're exhaling fully before you inhale. But don't worry too much about the in-breath. Just focus on the out-breath. And as always, if you're not comfortable focusing on your breath, you can just bring your awareness to the rise and fall of your belly. And then if you don't have back issues, you might like to straighten out one leg, then the other, having the feet apart. If you do have back problems, you can remain with the knees bent. And again, just think about what you're lying on, how that feels under you. Think about gravity supporting you so you can fully begin to relax and let go. And then just begin to make gentle movements with the fingers and the toes, preparing for some movement. Remembering if you just want to stay lying and not move, that's also fine. So whatever you do, keep listening into how you're feeling. And then when you're ready, if your legs are out straight, bring your feet together. We're just going to start to move with our chants. So I'd like you to think of this as a moving meditation. So you're thinking about the connection of the mind, the body, and the breath. So just try and keep your awareness in the breath and the movement. So we're going to breathe in, arms wide apart as the arms come up behind you. So the back of the hands might touch the floor. And then a slower exhalation, your arms float back on that exhalation, and you're going to chant Om, Om. If you don't want to chant, you can just do the movement. And then again, inhaling slowly, the arms come up behind you in time with that inhalation. Back of the fingers touch the floor at the end of the in-breath, and then chanting Om, Om. End of the chant, the palms come back beside the hips. Continue like that in your own breathing rhythm without me, because my breath rhythm might be different from yours. So 3 or 4 times more, depending on how your energy levels are. Remember that this is like a moving meditation. So see if you can allow the mind to be quiet and just contained within the movement and the breath. Finishing the one you're on, making that your last, and then just resting. And then visualizing at the crown of the head that you have 1,000-petal lotus. 1,000 petals might be a lot to visualize, but just imagine you've got a flower at the crown of your head. And as you breathe in, your flower opens and golden light streams in through the crown of your head. And as you breathe out, the crown closes and the energy moves down your spine, down to the base of the spine. Again, breathing in, your petals open, golden light streams in through the crown of your head. As you breathe out, your petals close, and this energy, golden energy, moves down towards the tailbone, down to Muladhara chakra. And just doing that a few times in your own breathing rhythm. And again, just observe how you're feeling now, energetically, emotionally, mentally, physically. And however you are, maybe your energy is good, maybe it isn't, maybe there's relaxation, maybe there isn't. Just bring a sense of acceptance and compassion to however you find yourself at this moment in your body, knowing that you are fine just as you are. And we're going to do some diagonal stretches now. So when you're ready, take an in-breath and take the right arm up behind you and point the left toes away. And then breathe as you hold that stretch. So you're stretching from the fingertips to the toes. You might like to widen the arm away from the ear if that's more comfortable. But feel the ribs open at the side. But be aware of what's stretching and opening and what's relaxing. So be aware that the left arm is relaxing and the right leg is relaxing. So just let your awareness float around what limb is active and what limb is resting. And then keeping that right arm behind you, just relax your stretch now. And then take an in-breath. And when you're ready, exhale and slowly, slowly feeling the arm weightless like a feather, let that arm travel back beside the body. End of the out breath, that right palm comes beside the hip. And then we take that to the other side. So we're going to breathe in, taking up the left arm behind us, opening it wider if you need to, and then pointing away with the right leg. Feeling the ribs opening on the left as we breathe. Keep breathing and stretching, breathing and opening. But again, be aware of what's dynamic and what is relaxing. So this time your right arm is relaxed and the left leg is relaxed. So again, just explore what's active and what's relaxing. And then again, relax the stretch. Keep the left arm behind you. And when you're ready, on an exhalation, in your own breathing rhythm, slowly, slowly let that left arm travel back down beside you. And I'd like you to repeat that once more on each side, but this time you're going to flex the toes by pulling the toes in towards you. So you need to really focus to do this. So you're going to start, it's going to be right arm and left toes towards you, pushing the sole of the foot away from you. And again, just really feel what's dynamic and what's relaxed. So really keep your awareness in the breath and the body. Remember to keep breathing. and hold about the same time on each side. And of course, if you would rather rest, that's fine too. If you're still working, that's fine, but when you finish, just hug the knees into the chest, just to rock out the spine from side to side. And then drop the feet to the mat with the knees bent when you're ready. And take the arms out like a cross beside you. So the palms are up to the ceiling, the arms are out at shoulder level. And then just straighten the right leg with the foot active. So the sole of the foot is pushing away from you, toes are up to the ceiling. And then bring that left foot close to the right knee and open the knee out to the side. So if you're not sure, you can look up at your device because I'm going to work with you. And we're going to breathe in and we're going to run our fingernails along the floor or whatever we're lying on. And then we're going to bring the palms together above the head into a lying tree posture. So we're going to lengthen the back of the neck, tucking the chin into the chest. And we're opening the body from the fingertips down to the sole of the foot, the right foot. And we're breathing. So the body is lovely and open now. The breath can be free. Diaphragm is free. The ribs are opening. Breathing slowly through the nose from the diaphragm. And again, you might like to close your eyes, and as you breathe in, visualize light coming in through the crown of the head. Pouring down into the body, nourishing you on that inhalation. So just see the in-breath filling your body with healing light. And then when you're ready, relax your stretch. So relax the foot and then run the fingernails along your floor again to bring them back to shoulder level. And then bring the hands onto the heart. Just take some resting breaths here. Just allowing your mind to be very quiet. Just feeling at one with your body. And then when you're ready, just lift that left knee up towards the ceiling and then stretch out the left leg. And bring the arms down beside you, palms faced up. Just resting in Shavasana for a few breaths, if that's comfortable for you. And if it's not, please modify yourself so that you're comfortable. And then we can take that to the other side if you'd like. So bring the arms out beside you again, like a cross, just below shoulder level with the palms faced up. Bend the right knee now and just make the left foot active, pushing away with the sole of the foot. And then if you have the flexibility in your hip, you can open that right knee out to the side. Of course, you can place padding or a cushion under it, just making yourself comfortable. And then on an in-breath, running your fingernails along the floor, rotating through the shoulders to bring the palms together above your head. So you're into your lying tree. Lengthening the back of the neck, tucking the chin into the chest, and just breathing. Again, feeling the opening in the ribs so your breath can be free. And again, you might like to visualize golden light coming in through the crown of the head on the in-breath, filling your body with healing light. And then when you're ready, opening the arms, running the fingernails along the floor, bringing the arms back to shoulder height as you rotate through the shoulders. And then resting the palms of the hands on the heart. Just feeling yourself becoming still. Just making connection with your true nature, the real you that lies behind the chatter of the mind. And then when you're ready, take an in-breath and lift up with the right knee. And then straighten that right leg. Drop the hands down beside you and just rest. And just observe if the left side feels different from the right side of the body without making any judgment. So it's not a comparison, it's more of an exploration. Just be curious about how the practice has affected you so far. And then when you're ready, bend the knees, have the feet hip width apart, and again take the arms out beside you like a cross. We're just going to do some very gentle twisting movements with the breath if we can. If it doesn't work for you to work with the breath, that's fine too. So what we're going to do is, when you're ready, take an in-breath. As you exhale, take your knees over towards the right and roll the head to look over your left shoulder. Keep the shoulders aligned on the mat and stay there for 2 slow breaths. Just feeling yourself relaxing more and more on every out breath. And then coming back to center on an in breath. And then when you're ready, you take that to the other side. So the knees come over towards the left on the exhalation, head rolls over towards the right. 2 slow breaths, relaxing more and more on the exhalation. So really let go and release on the out breath. And again, when you've done your 2 breaths, you can come back to center on the inhalation. And then take that twice more to each side in your own breathing rhythm. So knees go in one direction, head goes in the other direction, and you hold for 2 slow, mindful breaths. So again, this is like a moving meditation. Breath and the body are the focus of your awareness. And then when you're ready, if you finish, you can hug the knees into the chest, just to counterpose a twist, rocking out the spine from side to side. And then roll to one side. When you're ready, stay there for a moment or two. And then very slowly, don't rush, just take as much time as you need. Please come to a cat posture. So this is like a tabletop posture, hands are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. And if you want to modify by sitting on a chair or using padding under your knees, however it makes you comfortable, please do so. And I'll work with you so that if you need to look up, you can. And just start by exploring where it's comfortable for your hands. So it might not work to have them directly under your shoulders. You might be more comfortable to have them slightly forward. Have the fingers spread with the middle finger facing forward. And just take a moment or two to earth yourself, ground yourself. Think about this connection with the palms of the hands, the tops of the feet and the knees. And just take a moment to feel really connected with whatever it is you are connecting with, whatever your support is. And if you're on a chair, connect with your sit bones and the back of your lower back on the chair. And we're going to bring our focus again to our crown. Thinking about this crown chakra, we're going to inhale, lifting the crown of the head very slightly as we breathe in. And then as we exhale, we round the spine, navel to spine, as we drop the crown of the head and we drop the tailbone. And then we inhale, lifting through the crown of the head, dropping the belly slightly. Exhale, navel to spine as we arch the back. So just take a few breaths like that in your own breathing rhythm. Keeping your awareness on the crown of the head this time. Because where our mind goes, where our awareness goes, then prana goes. And we are focusing on the prana in the crown. Shavasana Chakra. So just moving with the breath and then coming back to neutral cat. And if you would like, we're going to do some chanting now, taking a slightly different movement with the cat. And if you're on a chair, you can just do the chant. So we're going to breathe in, look up at your device if you're not sure. I'm going to breathe in, lifting through the crown of the head. And then I'm going to chant my bottom to my heels. Om, Om. Dropping through my head, stretching my arms. Inhaling, coming forward again, just lifting up with the crown of the head on that in-breath. And then again chanting. Om, Om. Breathing in, coming forward. So just do that 2 or 3 more times in your own breathing rhythm. Because I'm very aware that my breath rhythm is different from yours. And then when you're ready, rest in any way that's comfortable for you. Now the next posture we're going to do, the starting posture is pose of a child. And I know for some of you that's not very comfortable. But my suggestion is you can modify by having your knees more open, having your arms forward. So look up at your device if you're not sure. And you might like to just rest your head on your two fists or a block under your bottom if that's more comfortable. So just modify it, but if that doesn't work for you, just come to sitting in a way that is comfortable. And then for this next sequence, I suggest you do look at your device. I think I did this when we did Agnya Chakra, and we did the third eye chakra too, but I'm going to repeat it again because it's so pertinent for this chakra. So I'm going to start with my hands forwards. Crown of my head is on the mat, and I'm just going to roll onto my crown very gently, pushing on my arms so I haven't got too much pressure on my head, and then rolling back. So it's just this rolling motion. But try not to have too much pressure on your neck, have the pressure on your arms. And if that's not for you, it's not going to be for everybody. And I'd particularly say if you have high blood pressure or eye problems, that's not going to be for you. So work gently. And then just rest on your fronts. So you can rest in any way that's comfortable. Either the arms are down beside you and your cheek is on one side, or you can fold your arms and rest your forehead on the backs of your hands. And then breathe into your back. Again, visualize your body as being like a cylinder, and visualize the breath in the back of the body. And if you're lying with your head on one side, just turn your head so that the other cheek is on the floor. And then bend your knees and just sway your lower legs from side to side. Just enjoying the rocking movement, the soothing rocking movement, feeling that rocking movement soothe you, knowing that you're very safe in your body. And then relax your legs down. And then I'm going to ask you to come up into a comfortable sitting position in any way that's comfortable for you. So that might be bringing the palms of the hands beside the waist and pushing to come up into sitting, or whatever works for you. And you can sit on a chair, you can sit on a cushion, on a block, however you like to sit. The only thing is to just be aware of your posture. So however you're sitting, just think about being evenly balanced over your sit bones. Again, like we did at the beginning, you might like to rock back sideways so that you feel you're evenly balanced, lifting up through the ribs, opening the front of the heart center, shoulders away from the ears, ears over the shoulders, so head is not poked too forward, this kind of posture that we get from working on tech too much or from our devices. Crown of the head is lifted up towards the sky, and there's a feeling of spaciousness between the crown of the head and the tailbone. And then we're going to breathe in, lifting up our arms, and we're going to chant the palms down. Om, Om. And you can do this with your eyes closed if you like. So it's like a moving meditation, inhaling. Om, Om. 3 more times slowly in your own breath rhythm. Out our heads. We're going to just think about working on our neck this evening. So we're going to take an in-breath, and as we exhale, we take one ear towards one shoulder, and then inhale to center. Exhale the other ear towards the other shoulder. Inhale to center. So just do that once or twice more in your own breathing rhythm, just feeling the stretch in the other side of the neck as the ear comes towards the shoulder. And if you want to, you can even take your hands, just gently encourage that stretch by just very gently putting a tiny bit of pressure on the side of the head, not too much. Just enjoy the feeling of the neck being free. And then centering the head, we're going to look over our right shoulder, moving the shoulders forward, and then center. You can work with the breath if you like. So as you look round the other shoulder, you go on an exhalation and you breathe in as you center. And do that 3 times to each side, and you might see that you are extending the range of your vision a little more as you come over a little further each side, as you're just waking up the neck a little more. Now the neck muscles are very involved in the stress response. So it's really good when we come to yoga to work on our necks, because this gives us the ability to loosen any muscles which have got tight or frozen. And then likewise with the shoulders, we can round the shoulders. We can work with the breath if we like as we roll them. We might breathe in as we lift them towards the ears and breathe out as they come down. Or you might like to bring your fingertips and make the movement even bigger as you roll through the elbows. So just see how that feels. So you're getting some big movement into the shoulder girdle, which also gets very tight and is involved with the stress response. And if you want, you can reverse that movement. And then just shake out the arms. Close your eyes. And again, just bring your awareness into your physical body. Seeing how you're feeling. How does your body feel now? How is the mind? Is the mind more peaceful? Seeing if you could just focus on the pause after the exhalation. And then bring your left hand to your heart. And just feel that you are bringing your hand to your heart to acknowledge yourself, to bring yourself compassion, and to know that you are here for yourself. To know that you support yourself and that all is well and you are safe. Just feeling this very sincere gesture, calming and nourishing your whole system. And then when you're ready, please come down to lying or however you want to be for the final relaxation. So that might be on the floor, it might be on a sofa or on a bed, might be on your front or on your back. However you will be comfortable, using blankets, maybe a cushion under your knees, something under your head, just preparing for some lovely restorative relaxation. So I'm going to go through the body, and as I name each part of your body, repeat that part mentally to yourself, and then move on to the next part. So take your awareness to your right hand side, your right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right side of the chest, waist, hip, thigh, knee, back of the knee, shin, calf, ankle, heel, sole, top of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Now to the left hand side, become aware of your left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left side of the chest, waist, hip, thigh, knee, back of the knee, shin, calf, ankle, heel, sole, top of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Now to the back, right buttock, left buttock, right waist, left waist, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, the whole spine, back of the neck, back of the head. Now to the front, top of the head, forehead, right temple, left temple, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the eyebrow center, right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, right cheek, left cheek, right ear, left ear, right nostril, left nostril, tip of the nose, upper lip, lower lip, the two lips together, chin, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right chest, left chest, abdomen, navel, lower abdomen, the whole of the right leg, the whole of the left leg, both legs together, the whole of the front of the body, the whole of the back of the body, the whole head, the whole body. Be aware of the whole body together, the whole body. Become aware of your body lying on your support. With your eyes closed, just become aware of the space. Develop awareness of your support and where your body is lying. Slowly, slowly begin to move your toes and your feet. Stretch out your legs and relax. Slowly begin to move your fingers and hands. Stretch out your arms and relax. Gently move your head from side to side. Take your time. And when you feel fully awake, roll to one side and stay there for a moment or two. Taking as much time as you need before you come up to sit. And if you want to remain lying, that's fine too. When you're ready, bring your fingertips to the crown of your head. We're going to breathe in, visualizing light coming through the crown of the head, and we're going to chant together Om Om. So we won't do this as call and response, we'll do it together 3 times if you want. So when you're ready, take a nice deep in breath. Om, Om. Breathe in. Om, Om. Inhale. Om, Om. Keeping the eyes closed, bring the hands to the heart. Just observing the stillness of the mind and the peace, which is your own true nature. And then when you're ready, taking your time, please open your eyes. Bring the palms of the hands together to the Namaste Mudra, meaning the divine in me greets the divine in you. Namaste. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I hope you enjoyed the practice.